Hello folks, this is Steve AB4EL. I'm here in Ramseur doing some grocery shopping. I should have left the camera running. You know the tow truck operators have a special place in my heart. Now a guy walked away and he's got paperwork in his hand. Now this is interesting. The tow truck is, I'm not promoting anything, American Service Center, Goldston, North Carolina. And the guy who took the paperwork got into a different truck. Now, why would a Jeep, of all vehicles, need to be towed? You would think they were breakdown safe. There's a license plate on it, so we know it's not being delivered like a new vehicle or something. They don't have a spare tire on the back, so if they get a flat, they're stuck. I'm just following them out to the street at a safe distance, carefully. And the guy who's pulling out now, yeah, there he is. That's the one that took the paperwork, right there on the right. Now, Goldston is down by the deep river. Yeah, going left would be the correct way. He would be but they're from, oh, I got it. They're at the Pittsboro-Goldston Road, Pittsboro, North Carolina. So that truck came over from Chatham County. Pittsboro is the county seat of Chatham County, and it's like from here it's at least 10 miles to Siler City, and then it's another 15-20 miles to Pittsboro, and then from there you'd go south to get to Goldston. So that guy's way out of town. See, I'm just imagining what's going on. Why would a tow truck operator come up from Chatham County to here? The answer would be because that's where he's going to terminate when he drops the vehicle off, wherever it's going to be dropped off. And he doesn't, you see how that works? So he probably got AAA and they figured it out. They have computers and artificial intelligence to help them do it. No, they've been doing that for a long time, folks. Steve AB4EL. Just going home from his heart health climb twice up the Faith Rock Trail, saying, see you in 73. Hello, folks. I thought I would do a follow-up, because I speculated a bit about what was going on with respect to where these guys were going to end up. And now this is from my dash cam, and one of the things I did was I cropped that view and I magnified it, and I can read the address. And just to remind you, it's this business, it's called, now I'm not promoting anything, I'm not recommending. We have to be specific because I'm going to show you. American Service Center. And I can even read the address, 3734 Pittsboro, Goldston Road, and then it says Pittsboro, North Carolina. Now, I know where Goldston is. I've been there a bunch of times. When I put American Service Center into the search engine, it showed me a number of returned suggestions But the one that it put on top, because it knows where I am and gives me a search result closest to me, which is the way this search engine works, it said American Service Center, Siler City. But it gave me others that were in Virginia. It might be that American Service Center is a franchise. But does that contradict what I said? Now, it said the address of this business was 321 North 2nd Avenue. But that's in Siler City, and that truck is from nowhere near this. The tow truck is not from here, because it has an address that's not in Siler City. So what's going on? Why didn't it tow? Oh, and I can see really big tow trucks here. These guys will go in and pull in a tractor trailer that's stuck, or a dump truck that's loaded. You see it there? Those are big tow trucks. Those are way bigger than what we saw in this picture. Way bigger. Okay, so what's going on? Well, this is where they are in Siler City, that balloon right there. But the address is supposedly in Pittsburgh. Now, Pittsburgh's over here. Ramsewer's here, that's where we saw them. The actual business is supposedly in Siler City, and the address on the truck is the Pittsburgh Goldston. There it is. There's Goldston Road. So that tow truck that we saw is from somewhere between these two places. And we know the address, so we have to find. By the way, I'm familiar with this area. I've been down that way a bunch of times. It's really nice down there. Well, as a matter of fact, this road right here is the one we're looking for. There's Goldston. And there's the Pittsburgh Goldston Road. Now on this map, and this is a new style that the Google Maps has switched to, if I click here, it says 784727711 Pittsburgh Goldston Road. So it's just generalizing what the range of addresses is here. Well, we need something in the 3000s, so let's just move to the right and click here. And it's 7,000 to 7,400, so we got to keep kind of going. And this is 6160. No, we're not even close. We got to keep going. Let's try here. 56, 57. No, we got to keep going. There's Bear Creek. Well, I'm going to cheat. 4015 to 2927. So this display of the map, this right here, somewhere in this view is the address we're looking for, because the address we're looking for is 3734. And now that blue thing disappeared, but I wanted to go back to, again, we're about halfway between Pittsburgh and Goldston, and for the way things are done, the postal address at least is Pittsburgh, not Goldston. It's like my postal address is in Asheboro, but I'm 4 miles from actual Asheboro. And if I go across the road, I'm already in a different town, and it's not Asheboro. So I said I was cheating. Again, if we click right here, 4015 to 2927, that encompasses the address we're interested in. And actually, when you look at this map, this says 3736 right on this building. 3736, Pittsboro Goldston Road. What address are we looking for? 3734. Oh, we must be really close. Let's look again. Now, if I do this, it actually changed the number to 3736. Wait a minute, maybe I read it wrong. Oh, I read it wrong. It says 3736. I apologize. I must be getting old. Maybe I need new glasses. This must be the place where the tow truck came from. Does it make sense that the tow truck came from here? Now remember, my speculation was that in all likelihood, that Jeep needed to end up somewhere close to where that tow truck came from. Or that tow truck services a certain area. I'm almost certain that the Jeep would be going from Randolph County, which is Ramseur, back to Chatham County somewhere. And it may be that the one we saw was the right-sized tow truck, remember what we saw there? And would end up going to somewhere close to where it originated. Or maybe what they do is they're on call and they're the one available to come out. But why is the address down on this road instead of in Siler City? Well, let's take a look at what's here. Looks like a salvage yard to me, an automobile salvage yard. How did they get those cars in there? Did they tow them in? Oh, you mean the guy who runs this might have a tow truck? Owns the salvage yard, might have a tow truck? See what I'm getting at? Why not make extra money if it's sitting there and somebody calls you and they need help at 3 in the morning? Thank you to the people who come out to help us when we get into trouble. I need help at 3 a.m. in the morning and the guys go, I'm willing to go. I wreck cars. I take parts off of cars during the day, but I'm willing to go out at night and pick somebody up and make some extra money with my beautiful tow truck, which I have to have anyway to run an auto salvage yard. Let's look at the names of the businesses here. Oh, by the way, let's take a look at the street view right here. That's what it looked like. That's what it looks like. But you know what? If you take a look at the cars that are there, they don't seem very up to date. You know why? Because this street view was taken in 2007. Did I say this was a rural road? Street View doesn't seem to care about back roads in North Carolina. They only want the main ones. This is what it looked like in 2007. We're not sure exactly what it looks like today. There's somebody's house across the street. And if it's an auto salvage yard, or if it's multiple businesses, then you kind of would expect it to have a whole bunch of cars parked there. Some of them are customers and some of them are, whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Excuse me. What did I do? What did I just do? What did I just do? What did I just do? Can I find that place again quickly? What did I just do? Did I just screw up? I think I kind of remember where it is. Oh, there it is. Auto Brokers Recycler on the Pittsburgh Goldston Road. And it looks like there may be a house across the street. And let's look at the address, because it shows the address here of one of the buildings. 3736 Pittsburgh Goldston Road. And this truck is 3734. Now wait a minute, let me look. 3736. We're close. We're close. Now let's look at it this way. They just changed the address on the roof of that building. You know what it is now? It's 3736. Yeah, it's 3736. But a moment ago, on the other view of the map, it was 3734. But wait a minute. They're only getting it approximately. Let's take a look at this. I can see 3 business names here. I'm not promoting anything. I'm not recommending anything. We're figuring it out. You notice that there are cars parked here on the road, just as there was in 2007, but they're not the same cars. There was an entranceway here in the main building, and this is J&M Paint and Body. J&M Paint and Body 3734. 3734. But it says on the roof of this one 3736. Auto Brokers Recycler. There's the street view. $3,734. So that's and it's got a website supposedly. And here's one, Auto Brokers 2 Used Car Dealer. So it looks like there's 3 businesses operating right out of 3734 Pittsburgh Goldston Road. Now, does that make sense? How did all those cars get in there? The way they're all lined up, it's obviously not going anywhere. And it's a used car parts store, recycler. Some of those people who are up parked down there, they came down to see if this guy's got a part that they can put on their car and not have to buy a new one. Because the new one for an older car might be a lot of money, maybe not necessarily so readily available. And if I can get I broke an axle laying rubber. Do you have one of these models that will fit on there that I can get another rear axle? I'm thinking about back in the 1970s when I worked for my brother in his foreign car repair shop. Did we have a tow truck? No, we didn't. We had an Oldsmobile Delmont. Go look it up. Huge. Sometimes we used to tow dead cars with that. And we also had a trailer, which we used mainly for moving our race car to the track and back, but we also, foreign car repair shop. We couldn't possibly have gone and picked up a Jeep. But we could go and pick up an MG, a Triumph, a Volkswagen, a Fiat, and we did. Because my car won't start and I live out in the sticks. I'm one of your regular customers. I work in town with, could you come and get us and see if you can fix it by the time I need to go home? Sure. See, I'm just reliving what I saw happen, and when I look to see where they are, I'm seeing this. And if I go just down a quarter mile down the road to my friend Scott's garage, it kind of looks like this too. And it kind of looks like what my brother's shop was in the 1970s, with some of the cars that people would say, oh no, we blew the engine. Yeah, no, you can have it. I'll sign the title over to you for salvage. And then we would take it to the junkyard and they would weigh it and they would pay us for the steel. But see, I decided to follow up on where was that truck from. The guy has to have the truck for the kind of business he's in. Why not be affiliated with a towing service in like Siler City? When they need somebody to go out at 3 a.m., I'm thinking about the times I've been towed. In the last 20 years, I think I've been towed twice. And I can tell you that one of those times it was 0 Fahrenheit. And the guy came out right away. Thank you, thank you. A guy like this. Okay? So I just thought I would expand on what I saw. I can see the address, and bingo. It's a little bit of nostalgia too. Steve A. before you, just having fun. Saying see you in 73.